So have I told Lisa Johnson. I told you I'll be right back. And we talking them Sixers. We talking those Philadelphia 76ers. We got to get loud in the program. Joel Embiid is back. And what we talking about? What are we talking about? He's been showing up, putting great games together, man. Unbelievable games together. I mean, what more can you say about what he's brought to the Philadelphia 76ers since he's been back? Now, there's other things that need to happen now. We all know that Joel Embiid needs to get back physically in shape. We see some of the lack. But even at his worst, Joel Embiid is still averaging 23 points a game, 6.9 rebounds. I definitely want to see more rebounds. I mean, he's a 7-foot guy. I mean, he's used to getting 10 rebounds a game. We know something is lacking. We know this procedure or surgery that was done is something that's been taken away, but it's something that's been given to him. I mean, really, if you look at it, he's been healthy. And one thing, he don't have to do much work as he used to have to do. I mean, he used to have to do a lot. Look at the last couple of games he's played, man. Jesus. Remember the 39-9 game, 3 assists? Remember that. Then the next 2 games after that, 22-14, 2 blocks. That was against Atlanta. They lost. All right. Now the one that was 39-9, they won. 26-6-4. Against Brooklyn, they lost. I know that was the one everybody started panicking. Things happen. 31 points, 5 rebounds, and another loss. He doing his job. 34, 10, and 8 assists. They won against Memphis. Big time game. Almost a triple-double. Did we sleep on that one? Did we sleep that he almost hit a triple-double on you? And he's been a better passer this year than the last couple of years. And then he's really been more of a passer the last 3 years than he's ever been. 22 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Another one over Dallas. 26 points, 10 rebounds. I'm loving the 10 rebound game. 14, 10. I want to see 10 rebounds. 5 assists. 26, 10, and 5 assists. That was against New York. Then 32, 10, and 2 assists against Denver. Recently lost. He's been doing his job. We talk about 4 10 rebound games. He's getting better and better. He's getting in the flow of things. This Philadelphia 76er team. They're dangerous, man. They're dangerous. Unbelievable. They deep by accident. It's guys that had to prove themselves, with other teams. They showed talent, but they just wasn't there at a consistent rate. Maybe it just wasn't the winning team. This team shows them people like Dominique Barlow, Jabari Walker. These teams are winning. Fourth in the division, 19-15. 31 a game for Tyrese Maxey. Joel's 22-8. Kelly Oubrey's a guy that'll be back very soon. He was averaging 16-8. Did we forget how good this guy was doing? Paul George is averaging 15-9. 5 rebounds. 5 total rebounds, 5.5 rebounds, and 3.4 assists. You're loving this Paul George. Everybody that's talking crazy, he's the 4th guy. Paul George is he's shooting 39% from 3, 40% from the field. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. You don't want him coming in there. Anybody that's this is a great season for Paul George. He doesn't have to be that guy that's coming in there going crazy. And he doesn't have to be that guy. He does not have to be that guy. And it's a good thing for him. I mean, at his older age, he can still hit those shots on you, step backs. He can still, you've seen him do the monster dunk. He's still doing that. He's still athletic enough to play. He's still playing great defense. Last 5 games, Joel Embiid has averaged 29 points, 7.8 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 1 block. I mean, you're just looking for progress. Because really, we know how great he can really. We talk about 34, 35 point a game person. Now Maxey is that guy. But we know he can be that guy. We just need him to creep back into it. Don't let Joel Embiid rush back into it, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt. I think he had to do too much. Now he has people around him. You know who those people are? Crazy. VJ Edgecombe. Man, when we come back, we going to talk some VJ Edgecombe. Crazy. VJ Edgecombe, one of them guys, man. Listen, this has been a great year. We will come back and we will talk VJ Edgecombe. We back. We back, man. Let's talk some VJ Edgecombe. This guy has been unbelievable. And I want to go back a little bit on VJ Edgecombe, man. Now, he was number 5 in the country in his class with Cooper Flag. Has been battling Cooper Flag. I've been loving to see that. They've been battling. They have been battling. Since high school, man, they have been back and forth. I always thought he would be a lottery pick. A good player, star. But I never even rated him to be that type of impact and the way he's doing right now. 17 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds in the loss, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, this dude just fills up the stat sheet. And at 6'4", his vertical is crazy the way he's able to get those blocks. Great hands and steals, but man, the way he's able to block shots is even more impressive because he's able to do that. Eventually, he'll average like 2 blocks a game. I think they'll get around that. He'll eventually end up starting. He had 5 3-pointers last game. He'll end up eventually, mastering that technique. 3 steals, 2 blocks. I really feel like he'll get that. 3 steals, 2 blocks. I think he'll be in that mark. If anything, he'll average that. As far as rebounds, I think 6 for sure. He'll get there. He doesn't have to get 8, but 6 for sure. But he's the type of guy with the talent. He can average 25, 10, and 10 at his ceiling. The way he's looking, 25, 10, 10, 3 blocks. He's like a joke. You know how Jokic is giving you wow factors. I mean, even I downplayed Jokic. I mean, he's really better than I thought. But Jokic, it's the same thing with VJ. VJ is better than I ever thought he would be. When I wanted Ace Bailey. Everybody knows it. I wanted Ace Bailey. That was the guy I wanted. And just to let y'all know, VJ Edgecombe was averaging 21 points, 4.6 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.7 steals, almost a block. He's at the 0.7 mark. Only 1 turnover. Shooting 47% from the field, 39% from 3, 78% from the free throw line. Yes, 9 3-pointers a game. I mean, this guy, listen, we got to be totally honest, man. Just looking at this guy and what he's doing, I'm just not. I'm just going to go back. I wanted Ace Bailey. And Ace Bailey, what he has is a talent. He's going to be a good star. I still think he's going to be a star. But he's still not better than VJ. And I thought Ace would be. Listen, if Ace came to Philadelphia, I think Ace would still be doing the same thing in a way. I think he would be impacting more with Philadelphia. He will be impacting more with Philadelphia. But would he be doing what VJ's doing? I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can really say that because the way he plays on the defensive floor. Now, as far as shot making, that's different. I think shot making, Ace Bailey would be scoring. But what VJ is doing as a floor general, because that's another surprise to me. His vertical, I knew he had a vertical, but not as good as he has as the way he's blocking shots and the way he's running block shots down. And he's really doing some amazing shit athletically. Like, and then you're talking about him running the floor. I thought he would eventually get the 3-point shot. I thought that would happen. That was no question. I thought he would, be the type of guy. But defensively and ball handling, as a ball handler, it's kind of crazy. Like, he's sick with it. And he's ready right now. He's not afraid to take the shot. He's not afraid to take the big shot. He is not afraid to take the big shot. That is not going to happen. You're not going to get a guy that's going to be scared to take that big shot. Looking at the other big things, let's congratulate Dino Avdija. Man, this guy was a lottery pick. He was one of the best guys coming out in his draft internationally. 26 points a game. He's starting to hit his stride. 26.8 points a game, 8.3 rebounds, 9.8 assists. And damn, the Portland Trailblazers had a little 3-in-1 stretch. Damian Lillard has returned. I mean, pay attention to Portland, man. This guy's now he's hitting his stride. But the guy, another player of the week, he's an MVP candidate to me. 3-0, 34 points, almost 35, 6.7 rebounds, 8.7 assists. I remember a guy gonna tell me, "Oh, him as a point guard." No, what? Are you crazy? Can we say this again? Him as a point guard? No, he's not only leading them in minutes, leading them in points. He has 7.1 assists, and he has 2.7 turnovers. He's not giving the ball up. He's a defensive player. What are we talking about? It just so happens you got a VJ Edgecombe, another player that's a good defensive player. 1.8 steals for Maxey, 1.4 for Edgecombe. 5.3 rebounds, and Maxey has 4.6 himself. VJ Edgecombe is averaging 16.5 points a game. I mean, we talking about rookie of the year. Concanopoulos doing great. Cooper Flagg's doing this thing. Cedric Coward, we got to give him his props over there in Memphis. But VJ Edgecombe, man. I mean, last year, Philadelphia was in the dumps. With him, he upgrades his team. He's added to the impact. You're looking at what they did last year. He's added to the impact of this team. Paul George is healthy, yes. Joel Embiid's healthy now, yes. Maxey's healthy now, yes. But VJ Edgecombe is the addition, just like everybody else is. But VJ Edgecombe, with just 16.5 points a game, what he adds to this team. What he adds to this team. These 9 games here, you're looking at the 3-0 stretch for Tyrese Maxey. 3-0 stretch for Tyrese Maxey. 9-game stretch for VJ Edgecombe. This team is just starting to climb and climb. This is one of the best backcourts, top 5 in the league now. Right now. Well, I want to run one thing by you, the second fan voting that went through here. You see Tyrese Maxey's number 3 in the East. Jalen Brunson's number 2. He's big, man. It's real big that Tyrese Maxey. I remember seeing him coming out of high school, and I remember I talked to him. He got an offer from Villanova, and I lost contact. Once he got the Kentucky contact, it was boom. You could tell he was leaning toward there. And I saw him at South Garland High School, and I was like, this man's gonna be good. He's gonna be in the NBA. I didn't know how good, but I can picture this. This is when he came out of high school. I said Steph Curry. People was like, oh, I had one guy like, oh, Rich Dollars. We'll shout out to Rich Dollars, love of hip hop. He was like, oh, what you mean, Steph Curry? What you mean, Steph Curry? I'm like, what? Steph, like, bro, look how he shoots the ball. I mean, look at his range. Now, I could see what he's saying by, you're looking at his percentage and in college. I mean, Steph Curry in college was dynamic. But looking at Tyrese Maxey's size and range, he just and the way he played, the way he dribbled the ball, went past people, he just looked like Steph Curry. And look what he's doing now. Look what this guy doing now. He can shoot from me. He's not Steph Curry because he don't depend on the three-point shot. But this is one thing you have to know about Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey will shoot it in your face at any range. Any range. Step back, just pulling up with the ball, coming up with the ball, just dribbling it up, looking at his team. He just pull up from 25 out of nowhere. That's his first shot. He could be by himself on a fast break. He will pull up from 25 and hit. Y'all got to understand why I talk about this Philadelphia 76er team. Paul George is number 4. Number 2 in minutes was Kelly Oubre before he left. That's just how good he was doing, averaging 16.8 a game. Wait till he get back. And Trendon Watford, another guy who was averaging 8.9 points, 3.6 rebounds, 4.6 rebounds, 3.6 assists. Trendon Watford was also hitting 38% from three-pointer, 53% from the field. So you had an efficient guy that can handle the ball. Then you bring in Kelly Oubre. This team is getting this back. This team is getting this back. Dominique Barlow averaging 8.4 points a game, 5.2 rebounds. Good defensive player. Andre Drummond, 7.1 points, 9.2 rebounds. McCain still coming with the 7 points a game. Then out of nowhere in the corner, when you want to throw 5 points a game with Eric Gordon, people say, why you bring up Eric Gordon? Yeah, Eric Gordon is old. What's Eric Gordon going to do? Eric Gordon's in 57% of his 3-pointers. So when you want to bring him in, you can depend on him to hit that shot. You got a vet coming off the bench that's doing it. Jabari Walker, 4 points a game, 3.5 rebounds. Just, athletic player. Can play, can handle the rock, can rebound, can get in there, take foul, but he's a guy that can give you 12 points if you're not looking off the bench. Justin Edwards, a sharpshooter. Kind of slumping down, minutes going down a little bit, but he's young and he's learning. When you put him in there, he can hit 19 on you like he's done before. He's the type of guy you can still throw in there. Quentin Grimes is just, listen, man. How blessed are you to have a guy off the bench that's giving you 14.6 points a game? If people are not looking, their whole starting 5 is averaging double figures along with a 6th player. You got Maxey, got Edgecombe. Oh, well, let me go a little bit farther back. Barlow and Watford are not averaging double figures. You're right. It's 5 people for sure. But Barlow and Watford could easily be averaging double figures. And don't forget how good Drummond's been doing. And don't forget how good McCain's been doing. And Grimes was coming off the bench. The guys they have that are guys who have chipped in big-time points are the guy, Trendon Watford, who had a triple-double this year. Barlow's had a 19-point game this year. A couple of them. Showed he can shoot from the three-point line. Showed he could play above the rim. Jabari Walker showed he is an athletic player. Kind of like Anthony Mason type guy. All-around player, can pass. He could do all that. This is a real good. Then you got guys, you looking at Eric Gordon when they call on him. They don't have to throw Kyle Lowry. He's just enjoying being a vet. Being behind on his team, 8.6 minutes a game. All he's doing is just playing his role. Playing his role. That's it. This is a good team. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, the East is different. The East is not really as powerful as they should. And if you look at the NBA, the only team I'm worried about is OKC. They are the most complete team. I'm not worried about anyone else. They lost to Denver, and that was without Jokic. But when Jokic and Murray get back in there, it's going to be the same impact as the guys that had an impact without them. They're going to have to switch up the offense to what it was with them. They had to switch it up before that was different. There was a playbook that Philadelphia looked at that had Jokic and Murray in it. They were ready for it. These guys were young. They were different. They were able to get over. It just was what it was. Good coaching. Philadelphia's ready for anybody. It's OKC is the only team I am worried about. They've been to the championship. They have it. They have the depth. They still there. Nobody really left. That is what you worry about. Everybody else, Boston, anybody, listen, you get lucky wins, but Philadelphia, the only thing about Philadelphia, they have to keep getting better. They have to keep getting better. They have to keep playing, getting better. Back to the fan voting. If anybody wants to see that one, this is the fan voting. This is your guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Luka Doncic is doing his thing like he would. He's in LA now, so that popularity went skyrocket. And then you look at how many foreign from Jokic to Doncic to Antetokounmpo. We've come a long way. Come a long way. I think very long way. Look what Curry is at in fan voting at his years here. LeBron James still there. I think LeBron James is not going to be. LeBron James is still one of the most popular people in basketball. So at his age, to get 1 million votes is him and Curry to get 1 million votes is big. Durant, look what Durant is at. Sengun is surprising me. He's really become. He's not surprised to be productive, to be this productive, this fast. He's really doing a lot for that team. James Harden, look what he did, 400,000. That's what you're looking. Listen, 400,000 is good at this time of your career, right? So to get 1 million, LeBron James, man. When are y'all gonna put him over Jordan? Never. People are just so. Oh my God, unbelievable. I'm surprised VJ Edgecombe gained fans enough to get as many votes as Cooper Flag, but Cooper Flag is the number 1 pick overall, biggest hype in the draft. Joel Embiid better listen, what are we talking about? He's the third highest scoring center in the league. Only center scoring more than Embiid are Wemby. Listen to me, Wemby and Jokic. Jokic and Wemby are the only two. Nobody so what are we talking about? So he definitely has to be reserved. What are we talking about, coaches? When you see Embiid on there and you're looking for reserves, who are you picking? Who are you picking? You're not picking Embiid. He's an Olympian. He's a gold medalist. You're not picking Embiid. I could see if he was struggling and we're talking about 17 points. Like, oh, what? He's 20 points a game. But it's more better what's happened recently. He's at 23 a game and how he's playing now. That's all-star. That's it. He hit the 39. You're like, okay, that's one thing to hit 39. We want to go back to that. It's one thing to hit 39, right? The first game. But then you say 22 and 14, like, oh, okay. Yeah. 26 and 27 and 6 and 4, like, oh, here we go. Then it's like 31, it's like, oh, shoot. Then when you hit 34 and 10, that was it. Okay, this guy need to be an all-star. Who else right now is that consistent? Just do them games. Then you go to the next 3 games, 22, 4, and 6, 26, 10, and 5, 32, 10, and 2. And you're talking about 2 of those are losses that we're talking about, the last 3. And the one loss was recently, and it was a close loss in overtime to Denver, who's a 23 and 12 team without their stars, but he still had 32 and 10. I'm like, what are we looking at this stretch right here? I went through the first 5 because there's a point where you break, and I said it. When he hit 34 and 10 after them other games before that, you said, this guy's back. He's back. And this is at his lowest point. And the only reason we're saying low point because he's not going to get the usage as he did before. They're not going to put him in there and let him get used like he did before. So this is good. He can be healthy more. When he was with the other teams, let's go back. The process. He was the focal point. You're talking about when he first came in, he was hurt the first 2 years. We were seeing all the highlights. He hitting these threes. We're like, oh my God, he hitting threes. Remember when he was hitting threes in those practices he was doing with Philly, there were practices. When Joel Embiid was hitting threes in those practices before he became a rookie, when he was in his rookie season, and he didn't even play that season. But in his practice, when he was hitting threes, there wasn't any centers in the league hitting threes then. So this was like, wow, this was like a ninth wonder of the world. We got a man hitting threes, and he was hitting them like, when people try out their three-pointers, he hitting three at the three. This is when he was a rookie, but he didn't play that year. Then the next year, he was hurt again. Okay, so we knew the injuries came in at the door. The injuries came in at the 2014 draft, which was a talented draft. There, Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Parker. We thought that was going to be this and that. Julius Randle. We thought Dante Exum was going to be this and that. But no. He was hurt then. They was talking. The reason why he fell in the draft, he actually fell to, like, I think it was number 3 because of his foot. He had a foot injury, and that was going on. So he came in with this. Everybody stopped. I don't think y'all settled. I think y'all settled on his talent so much and not surprised and acting surprised about injuries. He came in here. Came in here with that. So now we got that, and look at the teams he had. It was one time he played with Noel, and that wasn't going to work. It was one time he played with Okafor, that wasn't going to work. Here comes Ben Simmons. He comes in. Okay, we got a guy that we think, he was getting all. Listen, Ben Simmons had the biggest hype of any rookie in NBA and ceiling and rookie in NBA history. I don't get Len Bias, say what you want. Who else? Ben Simmons was at the time, they were saying he would be the next LeBron James, the best player in the league. You had baby Jordans all day, but Anthony Pillar wasn't looked at to be his expectation. Anthony Pillar was looked at to be a baby Jordan at the time. Harold Miner was looked at to be baby Jordan. They were talking about the way these guys was athletically playing. They weren't talking about their straight ceiling. When Grant Hill got compared to baby Jordan, they tried to call him that, but he just wasn't a shooting guard. It was two different players. So they kind of was trying to stretch that a little bit. But Kobe Bryant was the real baby Jordan. Okay? So now we come to this. And we got Ben Simmons. And then Markelle Fultz. And then there was a time Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris came around. Okay? It was J.J. Redick. It was a lot of guys who came around that played. But it was no talent like this. Not even when they had James Harden. James Harden came around. Do we forget the talent they gave Embiid? But none of these guys were the talent that they got now at all. Jimmy Butler was but they didn't keep him a second year. They messed up. As successful as that year, they almost got to the finals, and you wouldn't keep Jimmy Butler. So I don't know what that was. But they wasn't this young, though. They had Tobias Harris all those years. They had him with James Harden. Nothing evolved. It was a bad move. I think Butler would have got him a title, at least one title. Having Butler would have got him at least one title. He was still ready. He went to Miami and rolled high. Those years would have been great. I think Philadelphia would have got one title at least. But now you're looking at it now, and you're looking at who he played with. You got VJ Edgecombe, a rookie, the number 3 pick. And like I told y'all, man, that was such a coincidence how all 3 superstars are hurt. And they tank. There's no question they tanked. They were playing whoever they wanted to play. If you was in the G League last year, you was coming up. You was getting some NBA action. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was on a basketball court on a basketball court on Broad Street somewhere, or on Lehigh somewhere, maybe you can get in and play with the Philadelphia 76ers last year. That's how I was going. And now you got VJ Edgecombe, the number 3 overall pick. An instant starter. And look at how he's impacted. He could have impacted anyway, like any of these rookies. But the way he's impacting is better than any of the rookies they have. And then it just so happens, here comes Max. He's having his career year. He has put his stamp on the as a superstar, not a star. He is now a superstar. He's an MVP candidate. And then guess who comes back and starts to play? Because when he came, it was kind of slow, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, he ain't the same," and he's still not the same. But you see it coming back. You see it coming back. The offensive, game was there. The footwork was a little slow, a little off. Then it started to come back, and that offensive game was there. And now you're starting to see him bang more in the post. You're starting to see him rebound more. You know what I'm saying? Just listen. He was just working on the shots. One thing that was there for MB was he could shoot. He could shoot. He can shoot from the mid-range. He can shoot from three-pointer. It might be 32%, 23%, but he can shoot. He can hit them, and he's going to shoot them, and he's going to hit some. So the mid-range is nothing. Then he started doing turnarounds, and he started taking people off the dribble. Then he started banging in the post. Then he started rebounding. Now he's in the post. Look at the last 4 games where he's at 10 rebounds. 3 out of the last 4 games, he's 10 rebounds. So he's starting to bang more. He's starting to be in the post more. That is big. That's huge. Because now you got a point guard and you got a big man. Penny and Shaq. Yeah. But then you've got a Kobe. Now, I ain't saying he's Kobe. I'm saying you have a good shooting guard. And you could put him as one of the, you can't say elite shooting guard yet, but you could say he's one of the best shooting guards in the league this year, no question. He's not elite, no. But he is a rookie that's impacting. And he'll eventually be an elite shooting guard. If he start playing like this next year, if two more years, give him 2 more years of playing like this, he's an elite shooting guard. I mean, this man is defending anybody, your best player, shooting 3-pointers, dunking on people. He's doing everything, working hard, moving without the ball. Then at the 4th position, we got to get to that point because it's a little different than last year. Now, you didn't know who was going to play the 4, and then Aubrey went down. But the people that they signed are athletic and young, and they're looking for a chance, and they have been productive in this league. Dominique Barlow. I mean, he was in high school. He played overtime and lead up. I mean, look what, he didn't even go to the draft. He went straight to the G League. He was a guy that produced and showed talent and flash. And now he has a chance to just be him. And that's what he's doing. He's being athletic. He's around the ball, playing defense. He's taking people off the dribble. That's something that's gotten better and better because he had the athleticism to do it. But how better was he going to get? And he's improving with that. And he's posting people up. One thing he could always do, post you up. Then he could hit the 3-point shooter. He could always hit a 3-point shot. This is what he always had that was enticing. He could hit the 3-point shot. He could hit every shot in the book at a decent level. And with his size and athleticism, you was like, whoa. Now look what he's bringing. Trenton Wyford, he was a 5-star, man. He was a McDonald's All-American. Him and Tyrese Maxey, close friends. LSU, great. And he's always been showing his talent and potential since he's been in the league. And last year, he averaged 10 points a game, 6 rebounds. He started to, break out some more. But now this year, he comes off injury. Everybody was wondering about him. Comes off injury. And Trenton Wyford hit a triple-double. He was already productive, though. Let's stop the triple-double talk. He had been putting in work. He was been doing good since he been back. Then all of a sudden, the triple-double hits, and you like, oh, who is this guy? Then you look at the resume. He's young. Him, Wyford, and Barlow are both young, and you're like, oh, who are these? They get minutes. They can be effective, and we're talking about a guy that can come through and get you 20-10 in Barlow, not at a regular rate, but he can hit a 20-10. And then you're talking about Watford, who can get you a triple-double, not at a regular. He can't get a triple-double every game, but he can get you a triple-double. So you're talking about 2 guys who at their ceiling can give you a triple-double and a 20-10. And they're on the bench, and they're young. These are guys that they're going to throw out there. We're not talking about guys that will give you a triple-double and a 20-10 regularly, just at their ceiling. And you're talking about young guys who can move. And Jabari Walker, I mean, he's like the lesser of the 3. He, as productive as he is, he's been productive in this league, but he's still good. But he's just not better than Barlow. Barlow more athletic, better defense, hitting more shots, hitting better shots, and Walker can shoot those same shots and not hit them as much. And he's not as athletic as Barlow and is better defensively. And Wofford can do everything. Every single thing. He's a better all-around talent. And they have these guys on the same team. And then you have Aubrey coming back. This is all at the 4. And then you still got at the center, you got Drummond doing his thing. Then you got, not only do you got Andre Drummond, right? You got Adam Bona, another young player who's starting to break out from, last year. Not break out what I mean, he's showing impact. He can swat your shit. He is swatting your shot, and he can play the 4 or the 5. He's also trying 3-pointers. Drummond's hitting 3-pointers. Bona is great in the post, great athletically. Then you got here comes Embiid back. So Embiid has 2 backups, man. I just broke down this whole team. Everybody's an impacting player. Lowry can come in here and give you good minutes. He don't care. He's good at being a vet, talking to people. He has a ring, so you're going to listen to him on the bench. He has a ring. And he's from Philly, too. He knows Philadelphia. Everybody want to be cool with Kyle Lowry right now. Are you crazy? He's a Philadelphia man with a ring. He went to school there. He went to high school there. We talk about Nova great. Kyle Lowry. And then you got Eric Gordon on the bench, a great vet, a guy that knows about being one and done, knows about everything about coming into the league and being in playoff play. This is about, you got Andre Drummond. He's been an all-star before. He's impacting as a vet. And then when Eric Gordon gets in there, he showed you something. When Kyle Lowry is hitting 40% from his three-pointer. When he shoots three-pointers, he's hitting 40% of them. So, and then you look at 57% from Eric Gordon. Like, listen, these guys are and Drummond, they're making their time valuable. This is a very good team, man. This is something really to watch. And I'm not going to tell you what I think they're going to do. I just tell you what they can be. They can be in the title, and I think against OKC will be it. Only team I'm scared of. At the ceiling that Philly, with the Knicks, the Cavs, Boston. Who are you scared of? Who Philadelphia has Paul George as your number 4. He's only averaging 15.9 because he's playing great. He could average 18 right now if he wanted to. And I wouldn't be surprised if he could hit 22. Because the way he's playing, he's moving around, he doesn't have to try hard either. So the injury is not going to be worked on like that because the guys that are carrying the team is VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey. So now you forget about Embiid. Now you got to, go put 3 people on them. You forget. Then they still throwing out the VJ and Tyrese. And then, here comes Paul George. Like, this team right here is only going to get better. After the All-Star break, they'll be better. And I'm going to be so glad to see this team make it healthy through the All-Star break. This is the big thing. How healthy can they be coming through the All-Star break? Because this is the key. This team is being healthy right now. We want to see what they be until the All-Star break. At their lowest, I think they're going to make the playoffs, and they're a team that could lose in the second round. I don't think the first round will be, if they at their lowest point, they're losing the second round. But this team can win. The thing is, they can win the championship if they bring it together at the right point. Like, they had to keep playing and keep doing it. Man, you have Joel Embiid. Tyrese, he's a former MVP. Tyrese Maxey's an MVP candidate. You have Paul George. You have a rookie. You have everything you wish you could. Everybody wish they could have. Impacting top 3 rookie. Generational talent looking like a generational talent. You don't get guys that are 2-way prospects at guard that can do this. He was the second best 2-way prospect in the draft to me. And man, he's proven that. He's really that guy, VJ Edgecombe. And you're talking about Tyrese Maxey, then you talk about Paul George. It's only a matter of time before this Philadelphia 76er team puts it all together, and Joel Embiid is going to be stronger. That's what it looked like he's doing. He's getting stronger. He's getting quicker. He's getting better. Whatever surgery he had to get back moving at the same pace. He's getting better and better and more comfortable. And another thing they all have to do by being healthy, they have to all learn how to play together. You got to understand, it was a real short time that George, Embiid, and Maxey all had last year together to really play together. Now they're all playing together finally. And then also VJ Edgecombe is another impacting player. So everybody has to get used to playing with each other. Only thing that's carrying them right now is that it's a good coach and that these guys are all good players. So they're all playing good when they're playing good. But to play together, you know, you got to know Embiid has to know what shots not to take. VJ has to know what shots not to take. Maxey has to know what shot, and George, because they all guys that can score 30 points on you. They can average 20 points a game. All of them can at least average 20 points a game. These are 4 guys that can at least average 20 points a game on you. I still think Paul George can average 20 a game. Looking at him play this year, Paul George can average 20 a game. You give him 35 minutes and give him the ball, you know, like Maxey's getting, or like even VJ's getting. Like Paul George is playing the back row, like I said before the season he was going to play. Play the back row, fall back, and then, boom, there you go. No question. No question. My guy, what's up, Nick Steves, man? Listen, yeah, I'm all for that. That's always big. I mean, can Paul George stay healthy? It's always big, but do you see how good they looking together? And they're not even really, you can tell they're not all together yet because it's parts they don't know where to pass it. Some guys don't know where to be at. Embiid's still trying to get comfortable on his feet, making his footwork, and he's getting more comfortable. Staying healthy, yeah, that is real big. The only thing I say with that, Steve, is that right now, while it looks like something that could happen, just could, man, just could, because we got to keep on going with this because we dealt with this for so many years. He doesn't have to do so much work. He doesn't have to do so much work. VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey are gifts because they are guards, and guards need the ball, and they are comfortable with having the ball. They are very comfortable with that. So now Paul George, he don't have to be that, you know, when we got Paul George, he was supposed to be that second guy or third guy, but he was like highly recommended. And you're looking at him, people were looking at him to average, you better average 20 a game, this many shots. But now Paul George can let the game come to him. And he going to get you when he gets you. And you can see how more healthier he's become. But he don't have to do nothing. And Embiid feels it's real easy because not only does he have VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, he has younger players around him. And he has, everybody can shoot too. I mean, everybody shoots good. Nick Nurse has his team from Andre Drummond. He has a good team offense to where everybody's set up to hit their shots. VJ's confident. Tyrese Maxey going to shoot it from the parking lot. He going to shoot it from the park. Barlow's hitting 3-point shots. Wofford hit one on you. Jared McCain's a good 3-point shooter. Grimes is very confident. He's like Tyrese Maxey off the bench. That's who Grimes reminds. Like he'll shoot from anywhere. I just really like where this team is at. So we got to see. That's the big thing right there, Steve. No question. No question. Is he going to be healthy? We just got to wait and see after this player. That's why I say my thing I said, Nick, was leading up to the playoffs. I mean, leading up to the All-Star break. How healthy is everybody going to be leading up to this All-Star break? Is Embiid going to be healthy? Who's going to be hurt? Because that's going to be important. Because that's going to let you know just how good this surgery went and how healthy he's becoming. Because there's always something. It's always, something. Him and George, I'm looking at both of them. Because we need both of them to even think about winning the championship. Not to say we can't win it without George, but it overwhelms the fact in the players that we have. Because George is playing good. George is playing good. He's playing real good. You know what I'm saying? He's playing very, very good. Now, listen, y'all, man, great talking to y'all. I'm out, man. Listen, great follow the leader. Check back with me. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I'm out, man. Follow leader.